One thing I learned in competition is that you got to be fast. And in competing, that little edge, that little 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes can make all the difference in the world. And what I didn't realize is that that's going to translate into more money when I got home. Because if I can knock 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour off a blade, get an extra one in a day, or finish one a week early, whatever it might be, it really, it helps you win money in competition, obviously, but it helps you make money at home. I have a very good friend of mine who's an amazing armorer, and after a certain point, you don't make any more money getting better. You just get more money by being faster. So, once you can do this process, make a knife your way, however that might be, getting a little bit faster, at the end of the year, you made 10 more knives, and that's just more profit. I like to start on the flat platen and get my profile, because why would I bother grinding on things that's not going to be there when I'm done? So I may as well get the profile to where I want, and then once the profile is there, then I start doing my take on speed grinding, and I'll walk you through all that. So this is just a piece that I banged out the other day. It's not anything in particular. I don't really have much invested in this piece, so I'm going to use it as just a blank slate to show you some of the processes I like to do. So step one, let's put a profile on this thing. There are only two big no-nos to profiling. First one is you don't want really to use a work rest against a flat platen when profiling, because what you end up with is a ding in your platen at the top of your work rest all the time. You get this 1/4 inch ding right here that translates into shapes on your steel when you're using your platen in different ways. The second thing you don't do is, if you're going to do any grinding like this, don't stand in one spot, because that just gets rid of all the grit in one big line, and then you go back to try to do some grinding and you've got this band that's moving with you. If you're going to do profiling like this, angle your blade to get as much contact with the belt as you possibly can, and move things side to side when you feel like it's appropriate. And then with the Morocco platen, what's really nice is you can work this side or this side, and you have nice big relief in here, so that you don't have to worry about where your choil is hitting and where your ricasso is going. Invariably I scribe a line on the wrong side, and then I have to come back and scribe it on the other side so I can grind on the side that doesn't have the platen in the way. But this one, you don't have to worry about it. Scribe away anywhere you want. So we're going to just do some quick profiling, just make this into a vaguely interesting blade shape. One of the things I love about this particular setup, the Morocco platen, is there's a little place here to put your finger when you want to get in and do a real kind of persnickety grind. You can rest here. Oftentimes if you touch the back of the platen, after a while it's gotten really hot, but over here it hasn't, and so you get a nice little rest for your finger, just so you can ease into something, so you don't over grind and grind where you don't want to go. So when we turn this on in a second, I'll show you. I'll just rest my finger here, and it helps me with this very critical area, of a blade. I don't want to grind this blade too far forward. I don't want to grind the ricasso too much. I just want to clean it up and get some nice angles in here. And then I'll also bump the tang into the ricasso a little bit, and I'll clean that up later with a guide to make it nice and right angles. But for now, I'll just get it in more the shape I'm looking for. And this helps. And mainly what it helps me with is microscopic adjustments side to side. Very reproducible, very easy to adjust, because I've got a place to land, put some tension on it, and now I'm just fighting against it back and forth. And it makes it real easy to come in and feather. You know, you don't want sharp corners here where the tang meets the ricasso, that's a stress riser. So what you can do is you kind of just come in, push in, and then feather it out with your fingers. It's a nice little micro control. That this little place right here, I use it all the time. You can see it's rusty and all, all worn away. But I think it's a really useful spot on this particular plant.